morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it may be when you get this video. You're looking at that window, seeing the scenes that I'm seeing, but I'm chatting with you because I did have some videos made. I can't even remember what they were. I've got quite a few of them. It's been that kind of week. But instead, I'm just going to welcome you to Blue Garden Cottage in all its craziness, good and bad days, and good and bad weeks, and whatever the case may be, so is it. Gosh, it's been a roller coaster ride this week. It started out extremely difficult and tiring. The first day of the week that I should have been working, I was busy serving, but it wasn't a bad day. So the pressure was on because I was losing a day of work, but at the same time found comfort and relief in the idea that I can still help those who needed help when it was needed. And I was able to put work aside to do that. But then, oops, that door, the wind is blowing. Oh, it's terrible. But come Tuesday, I decided, right, I had an impression I needed to carry on work on the book. And so I did. And I spent 3 entire days, all day, even into the night. So it was very many hours between more rewriting, editing, formatting, and getting things ready. And I finally, by late Thursday night, by 10:30 Thursday night, I got everything just ready to add some images to the headers of the chapters and then upload it. I saved the document, closed it, and as I always do to double check, I tried to open the file again. It was gone. I could not, no matter what I tried, I could not find the file. It was missing, and I had saved it. So I have no idea what happened to it. I tried to find some videos on YouTube on how to recover lost files or deleted files in case I deleted it instead. So I'm going to have to see if I can find that. But I was just devastated. And what was really sad was that through Thursday, the whole day, I felt positive, energetic. I felt light because I'd finally got to do this work I've been really wanting to do for a number of years. And we finally had got to a point where it was perfect. Just, just one more thing left to do. And I just hit rock bottom. I just hit rock bottom. And I'd had sad news the day before that as well, that my uncle had passed away. So that left worries for, I was worried about my mum and her situation because she is living at the property where he owned. So there's a lot on my mind. And of course my mum is not well either. I'll say more about that another time. But it was just such a hard, difficult week. And to have, in the midst of all that difficult stuff going on, such a positive light, a better day than I have felt for a long time. It was wonderful. And then to have, just before going to bed, 10:30 at night, to discover I'd lost my files. And then by Friday morning, I thought, well, maybe I just needed to look at it with a fresh mind after 3 days solid of staring at the laptop. I thought, oh, I'll see on Friday morning if I can find it, and I couldn't. Then I decided, right, I need to give my head a break, put it all away, I will get another storage device specifically and just for the books. My son's got me one now. So in future, I will not be saving any of my manuscripts to the laptop or to Google Drive, or anywhere else. I will be storing it on an external storage device. So, and I thought Darren had done so much. He had sacrificed so much to let me work and to help the rest of the family so that I could work. He'd done so much to help me. He was so kind and so helpful. And it was devastating to him that I had lost this work, because he knows how much I put into it. It was heartbreaking to him. He said it was days wasted 3 full days, early morning till very late at night for 3 days. He said they were wasted. But in my attempts to embrace this abundant mindset, I had to look at it in another perspective. I might have lost the completed work, the rewrite, but I still had my original draft of the manuscript, not the rewrite as I wanted it. I still have the original draft. So I haven't completely lost my book, just the rewrite. So it wasn't a complete waste. And I had learned, because I had to watch some videos in between the formatting, because I had to look how to do that. I had learned a huge amount, and I'd made notes, and I've saved the videos so that I can watch them over again. But I have learned so much about formatting that I don't believe it was a wasted 3 days. I really do not. And yes, I'm devastated that I'd lost 3 days of work. Then I could have been achieving other goals in the home, because it's, after all, this is a home video week. So I should have had something to do with homemaking to show you. But to be honest, this entire month, the homemaking has only included the everyday getting stuff, the essentials done, whether it's cooking, cleaning, tidying up, looking after family, even the garden. I've only just managed a few minutes a day, and it's been absolutely horrendous weather. It's supposed to be today. I mean, you could tell from those clouds going by. They're actually going by really, really fast. And we're supposed to be getting some very stormy weather today. And I believe it. Those clouds are going so fast, it's going to bring something. There is a blue sky. There is a blue sky. But that wind is bringing the storms. So I haven't done much in the garden. We've had a lot of rain. Oh, you're going to hear all the creaking of this table. Never mind. So yeah, it's been one of those weeks this week where I have had downers, then extreme uppers, being very happy and light and energetic and positive, to a slap in the face and a drop at the edge of a cliff. But I also still feel that it wasn't a waste of a week, and it hasn't been a bad week. At the end of the day, it's not been a bad week, because there has been some good, and I'm going to hold on to that. Even in my scripture study, I've been clinging on with all fingers, trying to make sure that I get in my spiritual edification, at least, to at least feed my soul. And I have had some lovely, heartwarming scriptures and, feelings studying my scriptures that have helped me keep going. So I still have that comfort. So it's not been a bad week. So in my positive and abundant mindset, I am going to hold on to the good things of this week, included in my day today, as I'm going to be spending time with my grandchildren. And whatever the weather brings, even if it is stormy, we are going to have a good day. Oh, lights flickering. Got a light bulb going to go in a minute. Oh, I'm going to have a great day with my grandchildren and my family. If it's a really bad weather day, it's a perfect opportunity for a movie day. And I have prepared, I have got snacks prepared. We can play. I've got some light Skittles game we can play. We're just going to enjoy each other's company today. No running around. And I intend, making the end part of this week a fantastic end. And hold on to that. Have you ever just had a week like that? I know everybody has. Everybody has weeks and days where it is such a roller coaster ride, going from good to bad to good to not so good, not so bad, in between, and it's exhausting mentally. But just look at it, at the end of the day, we're still here. I was just looking, in Europe, there is extreme heat waves going on everywhere. Scary stuff. And we have got autumn. We've got autumn all of July. We had our summer in 1.5 months and we've gone straight to autumn. It's crazy, crazy weather, how different it is. And we've had temperatures of like between 11 and 14 degrees C when it should be in the high 20s to 30s in Celsius at this time of year. So it's absolutely crazy weather. Things are going crazy. So I'm counting blessings. I am being grateful that even though we haven't got a proper summer this year, that we do not have those extremes of heat and temperature. The oh, buttons, were you sneezing for, girl? Oh dear. Anyway, the satellite picked up soil temperatures. My friend sent me an article about the temperatures in Europe, and they're averaging between around the 40s, in the low to mid 40 degrees centigrade, which is absolutely, it's killer for us mere humans. But the satellite picked up soil temperatures of 60 degrees. I mean, we like our soils, for the sake of our plants, to be between 10 and 15, no more than that. So to have soil temperatures of 60 degrees in this one area, in the Extremadura area of Spain, that is devastating to plants and animals. What plants can survive that? So that threw up all other ideas in my head, thinking about where we import some of our fresh fruits and vegetables from out of season. So there's other things going on in my head about, being grateful for a garden, and yet in my garden, the plants that normally thrive are absolutely struggling. We have had so few I mean, the aronia berries are fantastic, but the squashes, the pumpkins, the courgettes, the gherkins, the tomatoes, everything else is limping on, and we've had extremely small amounts of growth. We even have on that entire grapevine just one truss of grapes, and they're not even filling properly. Other things are just not producing much. The runner beans are thriving fine. They're doing great. The onions have been okay. The beetroot and carrots seem to be doing really well. And even the corn has picked up, and it's only just flowering now, and it's good that there's wind around to pollinate them. But other things are just, there's nothing, not much there. I'm can't wait to check the potatoes because the plants are extremely healthy. For once, they are perfectly healthy, even with all this rain we've just had. But they're kind, like I said in the last video, they're freeze framed. They're just stuck in one place without doing anything. So, funny year for gardens, crops, farmers, for everybody. It has been funny years for a long time, and everybody's saying, oh, climate change isn't real, it's not there really a problem, it's cyclical, it always happens, it comes by. And I'm thinking, yes, it does, along with all the problems that come, and it's never been so unpredictable as it is now. For all their cyclical theories, it's never been so unpredictable as it is now. So we're all just going to be winging it and being, I think, as stressful as these things are, it's going to be far more important that mentally and spiritually we're going to be having to look on the bright side, find the positive, find the good things and make the most of them. Instead of complaining about the bad things that are happening, find ways of making the most of the situation. It's a permaculture principle, that is. The problem is the solution. And that could be confusing for people, but the problem is the solution. If it's bad weather, what do you do on bad weather days? Well, you stick on a movie, have some snacks, and enjoy the company of those around you. Or stand in the chaos, breathe it in, and be grateful that it'll pass. So there you go. I think that's what I'd like you to take from today. From a random natter, things that didn't go the way I planned. Videos are later than, I don't have a set day anymore to put the videos, except to make sure you get one every week. So I hope you are patient with me on that. I appreciate your support. Again, before I go, please do let me know if there's anything, by 17 minutes and a half now, if there's anybody still watching this video, you are superheroes, you deserve a medal, and I'm giving you a virtual medal. Thank you for sticking with me. Watching the videos all the way through to the end really does help the algorithms. If you like, subscribe and share, that does too. So I will continue to keep going and appreciating your patience, your support, your kindness. Whatever the weather is that you have at the minute, I hope that you're able to find some joy in something of whatever day or week you're in. Take care, folks, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.